What's up, everybody? This is Jacob, and welcome to another episode of Tilt Arcade. Today we're playing Teppen, and this just in, they just released the Day of Nightmares. I guess you can call it a set. You don't really call it a deck, right? I guess it's called a set. So we're going to go ahead and make today's video all about the release of the Day of Nightmares. So let's go check it out. Alright, so I think if we go to shop and we go to card pack shop, so as you can see right at the very top, right, you have the Day of Nightmares. So below that was the core card pack, and then right below that is the core golden card pack. Which, if you guys can remember, the core pack, the gold core pack, is really just all the other core packs, but in this holographic like type form. So all the cards that you have from before, all holographic. That's pretty much all the gold core pack is. But if you go to Day of Nightmares, you have a whole new set of cards that were released just today. And of all days, Labor Day. Oh yeah, that's right, everybody. Happy Labor Day. What's left of it anyway. But let's go ahead and take a look at the cards for Day of Nightmares. Now, as you guys remember, a while back they released a new character, Jill Valentine, and shortly after that is when they had the Grand Prix. And I think the Grand Prix is still going on. I think they're on the final round or just finishing up or something like that. But along that line is kind of like a nightmarish type deck that goes along the theme of Resident Evil. And it goes across the board. So if you guys remember, one of the really big things about Jill Valentine and her deck is that she had one big effect that actually just got brought into play. But it was exclusive for red type cards. And that was Explore. Explore was the latest thing that Jill Valentine actually brought to the table. And that meant that anytime you played a card that had Explore, it would automatically draw another card that would give the units additional attack power, defense, or something like that, that would be added to your extra pocket. But now with the release of Day of Nightmares, now they've pretty much brought that special effect of Explore across the board. So now you have more red cards with the Explore in it. Now you also have green cards, purple cards, and black cards as well. And they've released new secret cards, new legendary, and so forth. So we're going to take a look at some of the cards just to show you what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go through all of them, of course, because that would take way too long to go through all of them. But we'll check out some of the new cards that they released. And as you guys probably, if you were catching the news, every time, you start up the game, the news panel comes up and it would give you a link to the site, the Day of Nightmares, special link that would give you updates on the new cards coming out. So you probably already saw some of those cards if you were going to that link. If not, here are all the cards released so far. So of the secret cards, you have new cards like Nash, from Street Fighter, and so his effects are combo, and when he's played, if your Explore count is 3 or higher, gain +2 +4. So that's actually a really good card to have in any kind of Explore driven deck. If you're not, well, it might be okay if you just have this, if you just have 1 or 2. But the likelihood of this card actually being useful with something like that is not going to be as much as if you have a deck that is very Explore heavy. But yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. I like the artwork here too. Alright, let's go back and check out some of the other cards here. We have Aaliyah. Aaliyah's effects are Shield and also Death. Explore for a Chimera Right Armor. Obtain card gets MP cost -2. So now you have green cards and purple cards and black cards that now have the Explore option in it. Ada Wong, she looks pretty banged up in this picture. Her effects are when played, Explore for stealth. And maybe we can look at some of those cards and see what they do. Albert Wesker. He's looking pretty crazy looking here too. When played, gains +1/+1 for each time Revenge has activated. So that has nothing to do with Explorer, but that's another secret card that was released from the set Day of Nightmares. And going down into some of the legendary cards, we have State of Nothingness, which is an effect card. Gives a friendly unit +1 attack for each time you use an action card during this battle. It then has a count. This just kind of scroll along here. I was looking at these cards earlier. I found this one kind of interesting. I'd like for someone to actually use this. I don't think I would ever really put this in my deck, but who knows. And that was Monstrous Virus. Check this one out here. So it costs 2 NP to play it, but check these effects out here. Gives your purple element hero immune to damage 30 seconds. So for 30 seconds, your hero is immune to damage. And immune to life sacrifice effects for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you lose the battle. So I don't know if this is one of those cards that maybe you ought to just kind of lie down as like a last ditch effort. You know, you really got nothing left to play. Maybe you're down to like the last minute or last 30 seconds and you just want to throw it all on the table and you play a card like this. This is definitely not a card you're going to want to play early on in the game for sure. Unless you have like an airtight strategy to really just take your opponent out with this. I don't think you would play a card like this right away. You have Honk, the Grim Reaper. I don't know if you guys remember playing Resident Evil, but I believe Honk was a special character that you can unlock in Resident Evil 2 or 3, I think it was. Along with, there was some other crazy rumors, and I don't know whether or not this was ever true, but that you could unlock another character called Tofu, and there was also rumors of being able to unlock Akuma from Street Fighter as a playable character. But it was some type of extreme way you had to play through the entire game and beat it that way for you to be able to unlock these characters. Hunk, though, I think was a legitimately unlockable character. But he cost 4 MP to play. His effects are a shield, and when a friendly purple unit dies, he gains +1/+1 and shield. So he starts off with shield, and when another character dies, he gains +1/+1 and shield. So actually, this could be actually a pretty good card to have in a purple deck theme, which so far is Morgan and who else is it? Nergigante? Yeah, no, it's Morgan and Dante. Yeah, those are the purple decks. So this would be a pretty good one to have in either one of those cards there. Let's see. So yeah, just a few other different various different decks. This is actually just really cool to look at. Like I said, I'm not really going to go through all of them here because it would just take way too long to actually do that. But I'll just scroll through a few of them. Maybe I can, Oh, this is pretty cool. Look at this one. A Splendid Buffet. And this has got actually Morgan and Dante in the same card art. That's pretty cool. I think that's the first time I've actually seen that in Teppen so far. The effects are deal X +2 damage to any unit, where X is the number of cards in both players' X pockets. Your hero gains life equal to the damage dealt. That's pretty cool. So, all kinds of really cool things. So, yeah, definitely worth checking out. What does this Albert Wesker do? When played, gains 1/+1 for each time Revenge has activated. So, again, this is one of those cards that maybe you want to have if you exactly have an Albert Wesker deck, which is pretty driven on cards that play Revenge. That's cool. So, also additional rare cards. There's a lot of really cool cards here. A lot of really cool artwork, too. So, make sure to go ahead and check it out. If you're already playing the game, then you're already in it. I mean, I was playing earlier, and I think I played somebody. It was the second time I played today, and I kid you not, their entire deck was comprised of cards from Day of Nightmares, and it was actually a pretty decent deck to play against. So it was actually pretty cool. It doesn't really surprise me though that people would just be, have decks that are fully all Day of Nightmares driven. So that's pretty cool. So there's quite a lot of new cards, a lot to kind of dig into, a lot to be excited over. Let's go ahead and close that out. I actually have enough coins to get some cards from the Day of Nightmares, so I'm going to do that. And I actually got a pack that is a Day of Nightmares pack. So I guess just for logging in. So we're going to go ahead and do that as well. So yeah, they have specific Day of Nightmares tokens, or I guess you can call coupons, that you can cash in to get some Day of Nightmares cards. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to go ahead and spend my 240 Zenny to get some cards. Let's go ahead and do that and check to see what we get. Yep, we're going to make a purchase. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Okay, awesome. Alright. This is pretty exciting because all the cards are like brand new. I haven't gotten any of these cards before, so let's check to see what we got. Alright, we got a rare card. We have Carlos Oliveira. When played, explore for shield. Okay, definitely going into a red deck there. Another red card, a common. Affects our combo. She's got some pretty solid defense though at a 7, so that's actually not bad. This one might definitely find its way into my deck there. And yeah, here's another thing. I think I made another video on this, but if you actually select a card, you can actually bring up the entire artwork if you want to get some appreciation for the card itself. And what's interesting though, it looks like she's like sporting some like Nikes. Probably that's not what it is, but it kind of looks like the Nike check mark there. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of that. Yeah, so if you go back to Carlos Oliveira and you select it, so you get to check out the entire artwork there. So just for any person who is really into artwork, you can look into that. We got Meta Wing. Gains +4 attack damage. That's cool. Gains +4 attack damage. Alright. Defensive formation. Give shield to your hero. If you have 3 units, also give shield to all friendly units. Oh, that's cool. Definitely. So, So either way, I mean, you're going to get hooked up regardless. I mean, you have to have 3 units on your side in order to get the full effect. But if not, at the very least, your hero is going to get shield. Which might not be a bad idea if you have an exposed slot on your side of the field. Oh, let's check out the artwork. That's interesting. Cool. Armor Soldier. When played, explore for Chimera right armor. Oh, so that's another card that has the explore for Chimera right armor. Some pretty solid defense though too. Attack is 2, defense is 9, MP cost is 6 though. And then the ultimate price, which is a dark deck. Let's see. Sacrifice 5 life, destroy 1 unit. If your life is 15 or lower, remove 5 cards in your deck from play instead of sacrificing 5 life. So I guess so that way if you're really down to the wire, you don't have to give up 5 life, but you do have to remove 5 cards in your deck from play. So not to the graveyard, but that means from play. So when they're removed, they're removed. There's no bringing them back. So that's the difficult thing about playing like a dark decks. I haven't really gotten into dark decks a whole lot because you really have to be rather skillful to actually put together a dark deck, because so many of the cards' effects require you to sacrifice life. I've played against a lot of dark decks that are doing kind of like a hybrid dark and green, which are pretty solid, but I haven't actually gotten into putting together any mixed decks yet. I've kind of played around with some ideas, but none of the decks that I've actually put together are any good. But eventually, if I do get a solid one, I might make a video on how I put it together and see what you guys think. Alright, so let's go ahead and close out of that. I'll go ahead and confirm. And then I'm going to cash in that Day of Nightmares coupon here. Let's go ahead and do that. Day of Nightmares. Pack ticket to purchase 1 card pack. Proceed. I own 10? Really? Huh. Alright, let's do it. Maybe that's how these other guys got so many Day of Nightmares cards, because they got the same deal here. Cool, a liquor. Some dinosaur. That's probably a rare card there. Another Carlos Oliveira, cool. So I got 3 rare cards. Let's look at that. We already saw the Carlos Oliveira card. Sergios. Let's check out Sergios. He has Flight and Combo. Actually, that's pretty cool. I would definitely be putting him into probably one of my decks for sure. Oh, let's check out the artwork real quick. That's awesome. Loyal to the cause. I think I've seen this card before. Maybe I'm just recalling this from the website probably. Effects gives +7 HP to a friendly unit. Wow, that's awesome. If you have 3 friendly units, this card returns to the X pocket. Wow, huh? Man, that's actually pretty awesome, and especially the fact that it only costs 4 MP. Yeah, that's amazing. That'll definitely make it into one of my green decks for sure. Supreme Senjutsu. Yeah, this card character probably should look familiar to you here. See, negates an action card with an MP cost of 6 or less. That's pretty good to have, but the thing is, the downside is it costs 7 MP to play. When added to a hand or X pocket, if your Explore count is 3 or higher, see there's those Explore effects there, gain MP cost -4 Explore count, and then it has the count, or how many times the Explorer has been played. There's a liquor there. When played, give 2/2 and destroy after 1 attack to a random friendly unit other than self. Okay, so this actually gives a +2/2 to another card on your side of the field, and then it's destroyed right afterwards. But I think that's okay though, because I think a lot of the dark cards have the ability to bring cards back from the graveyard. So I think this could actually, I mean, if you play it right, could be actually a really good card to have in a dark deck. Man, I remember when I first came across the liquor in Resident Evil. Talk about scary. All right. Anjaneth. When played, explore for cruelty. And he's got an attack of 2 and defense of 6. Cost MP 4. It's cool. Alright, that was that. Let's just do them all. Yeah, let's just do all of these. Why not? Let's just put it all out there, shall we? Starting to get a bunch of repeats, but that's okay. Oh, nice. A rare card. Be awesome if I can get a secret card or a legendary. Next set. Yeah, I can definitely see why somebody would already have a deck that's been all Day of Nightmares after getting something like this. Another rare. Another rare card. Cool. Alright, there you have it, folks. So didn't get any, yeah, I did get some rare, but I got some epic cards, so that's what that special effect is, epic. No secret cards, unfortunately, maybe next time. But let's go ahead and check out some of the new cards that we got. Unbreakable Bonds, which is a red card. Grants attack and gain +1 attack to all friendly units. Trish, Resonate +1/+1. Attack is 1, defense is 6. Vile MK2. Death Explorer for Corrosion. Cool. Unleash. Gives +2 attack to a friendly unit if your Explorer count is 3 or higher. Also gives flights. So it would be to your benefit if you play this card later on when you've already done Explorer a few times. Let's check out the artwork real quick. Oh, nice. Guile. Death Explorer for Detonation. Burn Rooster. Victory. Gain +2 HP. Taking damage. Gains +1 attack. Huh, that's interesting. That's a new effect. Taking damage. Activated when target takes damage. Oh, that's cool. So every time Burning Rooster takes damage, he gains 1 attack. But when he wins, when he beats a card, gains +2. This card could actually be pretty dangerous if it's played correctly, no doubt. Yeah, actually, I might actually put him into my deck for sure. Akula Yuaku. 1-played Explorer for Agility. Rufus. 1-played Explorer for Shield. One-played Explorer for Spillover. Oh, so Spillover is another effect that I forgot to mention earlier. Spillover is another new effect where if your card has the effect Spillover, it will actually not only do damage to the card from across you, from like the unit across you, but it'll also do damage to an adjacent card as well. So I don't know, maybe the difference kind of just spills over to another card. I'm thinking that's what it would mean, right? That would make sense. Spillover, obviously. That's cool. Blanca, when played, deals 6 damage to a random enemy unit with flights. Huh. Counter damage +4. That's actually pretty dang cool. That's actually a pretty good card to have into a green deck. I'm glad they're starting to do cards like that because some of those flight decks can be pretty OP. Sometimes there's no way to guard against those. Gives 1/+1 to a friendly unit. Sacrificial Pawn. Adds 1 bioweapon capsule to the opponent's X pocket. Huh. Bioweapon capsule to the opponent's X pocket. So this effect actually puts a card in your opponent's X pocket. Interesting. 4 Eyes. That's cool artwork there. When played, if a friendly unit, purple unit other than self with an NPA of cost of 4 is present, ceases control of a random unit with a HP of 4 or fewer. Huh. That's cool. I think I would play that. That looks pretty cool. Hell Vanguard. Affects your flight. Death. Return self to the X pocket. Huh. So this guy pretty much, I guess, never dies, really. Or when he does die, he just goes to your X pocket. Huh. That's cool. Well, in any event, I'm not gonna go through. Yeah, there's so many cards more to go through. I don't wanna keep going on this. Otherwise, this video might be 20 minutes longer reading each individual card. But that's cool. Actually, that's pretty neat though. I'm glad they actually finally released this new pack. That's cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see. I've been playing with Ryu as of late. My biggest problem is so far that I got to rank D5, and since then have not been able to get past D5. I'm kind of in a D kind of funk right now at the moment. I was playing with Chun-Li and doing really well, but then I started losing pretty badly. So I decided to switch it up, thinking that maybe that might help a little bit. Interestingly enough, I think this would make for a great conversation piece. Let me know what rank you find you guys stuck at down below. Go ahead and comment. What rank are you currently stuck at, and what are you planning on doing to actually get past that? What are you planning on doing to up your game? I'd like to know some of your comments. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't edit my Ryu deck with some of the new cards that I actually got and play a match. Let's see. Lightning Bolt was one of those, I think, right? Deals 2 damage to an enemy unit. Puts 1 card from your deck with the same name into the X pocket. Puts 1 card from your deck with the same name into the Lightning Bolt. I don't really know what that means. Let's just go ahead with the same name. That's interesting. Deals 2 damage to an enemy unit. I don't know. Let's keep going here. Combo. Yeah, I think I wanted to put this one in here. So she is an MP3, MP cost 3. Let's see what I can actually remove to put her in. This has Rush. They both have Rush. I think I can remove one of these cards here. I got 2 of them here, and I'm gonna put her in. There's a card Unleash. Gives +2 attack to a friendly unit if your Explorer count is 0 or higher. My Ryu deck is not Explore heavy, so I don't think that's going to be a big benefit to me, so I'm not going to put Unleashed in there. Guile was another one. Explore for Detonation. He has a MP cost of 4, attack of 2, defense of 5. So let's go ahead and go to some of my units that only cost 4 and see if I can't change them out. What does my kin have? Well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and take 1 kin out, and I'll put 1 Guile in. When played, explores for shield. Let's go ahead and take Overdrive Ostrich out and put Carlos Oliveira in. Unbreakable Bonds. Grants attacking, gain +1 to all friendly units. Attacking. What does attacking do? Triggered when the attack gauge reaches 100. The effect is activated before damage is dealt. Huh. Well, we can try it. What do you think, guys? Yeah. Let's put it in. If it's not that great, we could just take it out, right? And then I think that's pretty much it for that. Let's go ahead and quit. Nope. let's go ahead and quit the deck editor. And you know what, real quick, let's go back to, let's go to cards, let's go to view craft. I forgot I could do that. And go to all of them. And let's see if there's a card that maybe I can purchase. A friendly unit with Explore performs an Explore obtain card. No, it's not that Explore heavy. Power. Prevents one enemy unit from countering. No. I'm only looking for red. So let's go ahead and filter out all those other cards there. Nope. Only looking for red. Huh. I wonder why it's bringing up all these other cards too. That's weird. That's strange. Oh well. Let's keep it going. Maybe there's a red card that I can actually just purchase here. What about this guy? Deals 3 damage to a random enemy unit. Nah, I don't think I really care for it that much. Nash combo. When played, if your Explore count is 3 or higher, gains +2/+4. That's awesome, but again, his is not very Explore heavy. Play red fill when exploring, gain +1 MP. No. Deals 3 damage to a random unit if your Explore count is 3 or higher. Nope. Not that one. Slash Beast has combo. Cool. Ziku, when played, Explore for combo. They cost 50. Cool. Let's do it. Alright, so I created one of those cards. Oh, this is cool. But it costs around 320 soul. Don't have nearly that much. When exploring, gains the following abilities. Order shown below. First time, Veal. Second time, combo. Third time, +4 attack. That's cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, what about this one here? Kieran. When another unit appears on the field, deal 2 damage to a random enemy unit. Maybe. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back. Go to edit deck. Edit the cards again. Okay, so Ziku is one of them. Explore for combo. So let's go ahead and go to one of our 5 units. Get him swapped out. I like Fei Long in there, so I'm gonna leave him in. What about QB? QB has flight. I'll remove QB and put Ziku in. And where was that other card that I just purchased? And Kieran. I have Fate Defying Ryu, which is a pretty awesome card to have. And Storm Eagle and Rathian. So Kieran, when another unit appears on the field, I think I like that card though, that looks pretty cool. So maybe I'll do This guy has flight. Let's take Storm Eagle out and let's put Tyrion in. And okay, that's it. Why don't we go ahead and take this for a test spin? What do you think? My opponent's a D5, 3 stars. Playing with Morgan. Alright guys, let's check it out. Oh, right off the bat I got 3 Day of Nightmare cards. This card has combo. There's that Explorer. Cool.
Prove to me what you're made of.
Hey, that Fate Defying Ryu is probably one of my favorite cards to have.
Love is a game of give and take.
We're just getting started.
Just relax. All I want is everything.
I like that effect from Morgan. I actually had that same effect in my Morgan deck.
Prepare yourself.
Give ability. I like that.
Don't disappoint me
Back at it.
I will keep on fighting.
Not bad. I mean, I like the Explorer effect. I liked it a lot when I was playing with my Joe Valentine deck, which at some point I'll go back and try to beef that deck up. But I like the little added extras that this is actually created for my Ryu deck. Hopefully this will bring me more luck and maybe I can get past my D-Funk here and go on to the next rank of C. Alrighty guys, well make sure to go ahead and subscribe. When you subscribe, make sure to hit that like button. Smash that like button so that way you let YouTube know that I'm putting out some awesome content and I can get my content out to more viewers like you. And like I said, go ahead and subscribe and make sure to feel free to go ahead and feel comfortable enough to leave some comments down below. Remember, the topic I wanted to bring up is what rank are you currently stuck at and what do you plan on doing to get past it? Alrighty everybody, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for checking out the new cards from Day of Nightmares. We'll see you next time. Peace out.